Jammie's story. Then, throughout the video, photos are shown of Jammie, her husband Tiger, her daughter Tyra, her great-niece Sapphire, her great-nephew Andre, and other friends and family.
In July of 2015, I was saddened to find out that my niece had her 2 young children, ages 1 and 4, removed from her custody. They were placed with the baby's paternal grandparents. A few months later, I was contacted by the Department of Human Services asking my family to be a resource.
Logo for the Oregon Department of Human Services.
I had known these children all of their lives. I felt obligated to make sure they were safe and stayed within the family. I started visits, and then the children were finally placed in our home. We were clueless how to navigate various systems involved and figure out what supports we needed. We are a private family and used to handling problems amongst ourselves. We quickly realized that we would not be able to meet the needs of the children alone and would require additional outside support to be effective for the children. I did not expect it would be as much of a challenge as it has been. We have been stunned by the ramifications trauma has left behind within the children and the difficulty they face in everyday life because of it. I have found strength by practicing my faith, learning more about the children's issues, asking for help, setting personal boundaries, and most importantly, regular self-care. Our household now consists of myself, my husband Tiger, my 14-year-old daughter Tyra, my 6-year-old nephew Andre, and my 3-year-old niece Sapphire. Transitioning my great niece and nephew into our home has been an adventure. A roller coaster ride with ups, downs, and all-arounds. Although we are all family, we have experienced difficulty along the way. Family division, lack of resources, and unspoken expectations that we all have. This has left me feeling exhausted and sad. Our family has mutual love, respect, and admiration for each other. We stay close and talk through the obstacles we encounter. Our ability to model this for the children is the glue that binds our family together. Their vulnerabilities, innocence, loving hearts, and willing spirit help us to love them. My hope is to raise happy, healthy, confident, strong, and smart children, living up to their fullest capacity.
Thanks to my family for being a big support to me on this journey. My church family at Remember the Hope for welcoming our family with open arms. The team from the Center for States for this opportunity to tell my story. ORPARC for hosting this event and the support they give to families. These stories were created in a digital storytelling workshop held at Oregon Post Adoption Resource Center, ORPARC. We would like to thank them for their support. These videos were created by the Capacity Building Center for States, funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Administration for Children and Families, Children's Bureau, under contract number HHSP 2332-0140-0033C. Logos for the Children's Bureau and the Capacity Building Center for States. Jammie's story. Now.
Our adoption finalized on March 1st, 2019. We assumed this would close the chapter on the painful past. Our primary concern has always been the children's safety and keeping them placed with family. Our biggest challenge has been the cloud of conflict within 2 families that has followed the children around like a lost puppy. As the dust settled after the adoption, we assumed the familial challenges would as well. After all, child safety was our common goal. But the rubber was just hitting the road. We have been in a figurative tug-of-war since placement. It eventually could only be resolved by the courts and mediators. One family has an idea of what is best for the kids, and we have our own. In the end, we understand the importance of keeping the children connected with all of their loved ones, minimizing their loss, considering all they have experienced in their short lives. The children have come such a long way. Since moving in, they've received a host of support services, and they have blossomed into intelligent, emotionally regulated, safe, and healthy siblings. Andre is a brilliant, bright-eyed, 3rd grader, leaping over the hurdles life has placed in front of him like he's in a relay race. Having come out of his shell, he now talks nonstop. He loves all things sports and playing with other children. Sapphire is a happy, unicorn and rainbows kind of kindergarten princess, settling wonderfully into her place in the world. She loves to play dress up and put on makeup. She sings and is such a theatrical character. Tyra has adapted beautifully to being a big sister and has discovered a leader in herself she has never knew existed. A high school sophomore, she plays basketball and helps the kids with creating science projects and Snapchat videos. She and Andre bond over basketball, while she and Sapphire connect over makeup. They're all awesome children, and I would not change a thing despite the ups and downs. We tell this story to prepare the hearts of listeners. You never know when you will be called to be a part of someone else's story. This is a tale of the great love of an entire family has for two wonderful, vulnerable, and fabulously resilient young people.
I'd like to give a special thank you to my family who pulled together to provide support during this important transition. Juan Tiger Trimble, Nicole Powell, Nathan Powell, Tyra Trimble, Andre Trimble, and Sapphire Trimble. These stories were created in a digital storytelling workshop held at Oregon Post Adoption Resource Center. We would like to thank the staff for their support. This product was created by the Capacity Building Center for States under contract number HHSP 2332-0150-0071I, funded by the Children's Bureau, Administration for Children and Families, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Logos for the Children's Bureau and the Capacity Building Center for States.